Howdy doody, howdy doody. All right, we were close to being on time this time.
What time is it? Oh, 30 minutes late. Last time we were 6 minutes late, so
still a couple of minutes late. All right. So as we wait for a few people to hop on, sweet, we were notified here on your phone immediately. So as we wait for a few people to hop on, this is 2222 live mini readings. Okay. Very, very simple. All you do is submit a payment of $22.22 to my PayPal, which is paypal.me/RichmondL1111 if you look at the title.
I will put that in the comments.
Okay, yeah, keep an eye on the live chat. We'll have all the information on that, but I'm still stating it, still stating it out loud.
Yeah.
So you put a question in the notes of the payment. And we go live every Wednesday and every Sunday at 8 p.m. and read them, okay? If there is no notes in the payment, I will refund it to you. You are more than welcome to resubmit it with a note, a question in the notes, okay? So,
yes, and they will be read live. If you would like to remain anonymous, then make sure you put that in your note. And then also, if there is no question in the payment, then it will be refunded.
Right.
And yeah, so that link is now in the comments section. So we don't really have that many tonight. So if you want to get your questions read live, then go ahead and submit that ASAP. And then we'll be right here pretty shortly.
Alrighty, we got a few people tuned in. Ready to go ahead and how many we got tonight?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Does that include the one that just came in like a few minutes ago? Like, well, maybe a half hour ago. Like there was one that came in.
Disconnect me from the chat.
Down.
I'll have to look. But I mean, five or six is what we have right now. So if you want, I can look into it while we read the first one.
Yeah, one came in about a half hour ago.
Oh yeah, then I already got this, I think.
Okay.
So let's get into it with
right.
The first person. Would like to remain anonymous. And it says, with everything going on right now, things are at a standstill. I'm currently laid off until further notice. My personal life hasn't been fulfilling and the feeling of stagnation has peaked. I just need some insight/advice on how to manage/deal with what's to come in this season of spring.
All right, that's a good question. Good question. Now, there's a lot of people who right now are feeling at a standstill, okay? Now, people like me, I have been spreading the word, spreading the message to awaken people and prepare them for, we are in a shift. And for the longest time, people like me would get made fun of, and we still do. People still laugh at us, regardless of how accurate what we say is. We still get laughed at all the time, and that's fine. But if you can't tell right now that we are going through a massive shift, I don't know what to tell you. You're lost, and I'm not saying you specifically, but anybody out there, So listen up very carefully because it's not over. We are going through a massive shift in consciousness right now. Get 7 shuffles for your first spread. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 more.
You always steal my arm and then move me around.
I didn't want one like this. That's why I got the one with no arms, so I feel free to move around and stuff.
Well, then don't steal my arm. Brat.
8 of cups. 8 of cups. Okay. So, a lot of times it requires us. We put in a lot of work, a lot of effort. We thought we knew what was going on, and we didn't. Okay, so fuck it. I gotta turn and walk away from everything that I thought I knew. Okay, it's time to turn and walk away from everything you thought you knew. Your personal life hasn't been very fulfilling. Okay, well that's fine. Because you're not missing much. You're not missing much, Right now, the most important thing that you can do with that magician energy right there is understand that you're always manifesting. Always. When we say words like manifestation and law of attraction, people think it's this magical thing that you start doing. And that's not the truth. That's not the case. Everybody is always manifesting. The key is to figure out, how am I manifesting what I'm currently experiencing? Because if you want to go work on your car, you have to first figure out how a car runs, right? You have to figure out how the machine works in order to fix it. See what I'm saying? So that's the best thing you can do, is go inside and monitor your thoughts and monitor your emotions. Acknowledge your focus. Acknowledge your emotional and your psychological patterns. And just take mental notes. Go inside and have a heart-to-heart with yourself. Okay? It's the High Priestess and the Magician card. This is all about you going through a very, very massive period of gestation and changes. Okay, and it all has to do with inner work. High Priestess and the Magician. Six of Swords, you're having a difficult time making the transition. And that's part of it, okay? As you walk the walk, okay? Eight of Cups overall. Turn and walk away from the life you thought you knew, the life you thought you were building. Universe is making it happen, you know? It's not going to be easy up in here, but it will with time. It will with time. That ego voice is going to try to tell you what it thinks it knows. Okay, and the ego doesn't know jack diddly shit. Okay, Hierophant, High Priestess, and the Magician. Okay, sometimes you just have to pick a path and walk. Pick a path and walk. Manifestation. My youngest daughter, just asked me what manifestation was earlier. And you know what I told her? Manifestation is when you allow, with the power of your beliefs. You don't make something happen, you allow the universe to do something for you that is bigger than you would ever be able to do by yourself, with the power of your own beliefs. So manifestation is allowing. That's why a lot of times you just got to pick a path and start walking. The ego is going to get scared. That's part of it. Okay? Ooh, that Devil card. Got a lot of demons you got to work through. There's going to be a lot of things come to the surface. That's fine. A lot of scary things come to the surface. You are being provided right now with an opportunity to purge all of the old negative demons and whatnot. Okay? The Justice card, the Fool card, the Death in the reverse. All right. Right now, I think it's time for you, whenever you're done with this, you're currently laid off, right now is a perfect opportunity for you to look for other financial opportunities. They're out there. It's time for you to train your mind towards success. Because right now, you're looking around and all you see is a negative situation that's out of your control. Train your mind to look for opportunities in every obstacle. This is an opportunity for you if you allow yourself to see it. Right now, this is how you choose. You're going to be on the love train or the fear train. What do you see happening right now? An opportunity or this negative thing that's causing all these bad things to happen? It's your perception. Train yourself to perceive the best case scenario, and it will happen, okay? So, I hope that was some insightful advice for you. All right, next one.
Is Wendy, and she says, am I going to move from my current company to a new company?
Okay.
Sorry, read that wrong.
Let's see if I see any Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, or any Six of Swords, maybe? Two of Pentacles. Weighing out some options. What thing should I do here? I don't know. Let's get four shuffles. 1, 2. Four Wands. Okay. I think a new doorway of opportunity is going to come up for you to take a leap of faith and transition on. But something's going to hold you back. Something's holding you back here. I think there's doorways of opportunity elsewhere maybe that you aren't quite seeing, because the Page of Pentacles is in the reverse down here. Okay, it's going to require you to take a leap of faith. Okay, I think there's opportunities open for you elsewhere that you may not be thinking about right now, is what I'm seeing here. And the only reason I say that is because the Page of Pentacles is in the reverse. But the Fool is in the upright, the Four of Wands is in the upright, that Nine of Wands is too, which is kind of being guarded and kind of not trusting of a situation. Six of Cups.
Everybody's so quiet in the chat room.
Right,
Like,
it's
nobody's
weird.
talking at all. You guys are so silent. Oh, there's one. It's an interesting YouTube link. What? Hello. Finally.
Six of Swords reversed. Yeah, right now, Chariot in the upright. It's going to require some faith on your part, okay? Because I think that you're looking in the wrong direction. I think it is time for you to make a move somewhere else, but I don't think it's going to be in the direction that you are currently looking, all right? And that's all I'm really getting here, because I keep getting something being held up here, but a doorway open over here. Okay, with the Chariot being in the upright in this spread and the Fool being in the upright in the last spread, those are both very similar energies that inquire a faith-based and trust-based movement. Okay, so what I'm getting here with the Six of Swords in the reverse is that whatever transition you are currently planning, with the Knight of Swords right next to it, whatever you're planning, I don't think it's going to be what you're planning or what you're thinking about. The Two of Swords is in the reverse, though. I think you are going to have to make a decision right here and move on to something that you're not quite thinking about right now. So what I'm being told to tell you is open up your options and look in other places and be open to maybe accepting something that is out of left field, okay? Because that's where most of your growth will happen anyway, okay? So next one.
Next one is Susan, and it says, will my ex Sagittarius and I Aquarius reconcile? Thank you, Regina.
Will Saggy and Aqua reconcile? Reconciliation. Boom, boom. Two of Cups. Maybe.
Two of Cups.
Two of Cups. I see you all coming together. Let's get 4 shuffles here. 1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna get my workbook so I can work. These emails ain't gonna do themselves, boy.
Oh, you mean you're gonna work while we're doing this too?
Yeah.
She is on it, boy. I don't know how she does all of that. Hey, okay. Well, I do see you all being able to come back together. Man, I see you all being able to come back together, and there's massive potential between the two of you, okay? Something's holding it up, though. One, the other, or both of you. Here's the only problem. And this right here is usually what leads to the decline. I was just doing a reading for a client earlier today, and I told them this is the exact same thing. The reason reconciliations are never successful is because it requires both parties to change themselves, okay? Typically, we have fingers being pointed at one person, okay? There's finger pointing going on, okay? You need to change or we're never gonna work. That's typically, the deal that we have right here. It's usually one-sided, and that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing that one, the other, or both of you is currently ignoring the inner work that needs to be done. But man, I'm telling you, 2 of Cups, 10 of Cups, and the Hierophant. You all have massive fucking potential. Massive, dude, massive. But this 8 of Swords will fuck it up every time. Every time. So let me pull you another spread from a different deck here and see. That's what does it every time, man. Every time. I don't care who did what. And I get it that 9 times out of 10 relationships end because one person is doing more wrong than the other. Not always, but a lot of times that's what happens. And a lot of times, it's the ultimatum is the person that did the most wrong has to be the one that changes. When in reality, the person who attracted the person that did wrong wouldn't have attracted him if there was something if their vibration was prim, perfect, and correct. You wouldn't have attracted somebody that would have done that to you in the first place. See what I'm saying? Think about it. It goes deep, boy, deep. Bam, 7 of Wands, man. There's no trust between the two of you. Somebody's very defensive about this. Three more shuffles. I see a reconciliation happening here. So far, though, I don't see it being successful. The only thing you can do, it's the only way that you can guarantee that any success is made in your life at all, in any aspect of your life, is no matter what was done to you, no matter how at fault the other person may be, about whatever it is you feel like happened. See, 10 of Cups again, man, in the heart of the spread this time. You have no idea how much potential the two of you have, okay? And I'm not throwing rocks. It doesn't matter. I'm not saying you were the one wrong. I'm not saying they were the one wrong. The only thing you can do as an individual, and if I was talking to the person you're dealing with, I'd tell them the same thing. Both of you exclusively have to say, I need to work on me. It's the only thing you can do. What can I do better? How can I better me? That's all you can do. And I'm telling you what, boy. Queen of Cups, 10 of Cups. Here's a 7 of Cups again, too. That 7 of Cups showed up so I'm feeling like somebody is still kind of dating around. Somebody still kind of has their options open looking, but man, I see a reconciliation happening. Do that, and hopefully that will increase the chances of it being successful. Don't point the fingers and tell them what they need to do. All you need to do is say, what can I do? So... all right, next one.
Next is for Texas Pixie, and it says, will I be finding my new love soon?
Ooh. Bam, the Death in the reverse. I don't know, let's get 5 shuffles here. 1. 2. New one just came in, baby.
Okay.
3. 2 more. Boom. Queen of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Chariot reverse, 10 of Swords, 9 of Cups. Hey. Well, good news. Do I see the love coming in yet? No, that's the bad news. Here's the good news, though. 9 of Cups is in the heart of the spread. You are being provided with the opportunity to step into your own power, okay? Your own power. The Lovers is in the reverse. This is the goal. This is the goal. Everybody thinks that a relationship is the goal. No, a relationship is not the goal. The goal is to feel loved. The goal is to feel like you're worthy. The goal is to feel like I'm good enough. The goal is to feel fulfilled. We search out another person in hopes that they will do that for us, and it doesn't work that way. Period. Okay? You have to feel that way first before the universe will bring you somebody that can do it for you. And even at that, they don't do it for you. The only thing another person can do is assist you. Assist you as you choose to assist yourself. And that 9 of Cups is the energy to attract it in. The funny paradox that you run into, though, is that by the time you reach the 9 of Cups mode, you're turning love down at that point. Because you finally found fulfillment in yourself. And that's just the way energy works for some strange reason. Haven't you noticed that? Yes, you have. You know you've noticed that whenever you're really super into somebody, you kind of run them off and chase them away or they're unavailable. And then whenever somebody's really super into you, it's just kind of like, ew, no, I'm not into you. I'm going to go chase this person who's not into me. You know? That's 9 of Cups mode. Let's get 6 shuffles here for this one. 1, 2, 3. 3 more. Three of Swords reversed. See, right now, I have a feeling that, yeah, you still have unfinished business in the past from a past person. And, dude, I totally get it. It is really tempting when you're brokenhearted to go jump to somebody else to distract you from that pain. Sometimes the universe does you a favor and keeps love as far away from you as possible. Unless you go try to force it to happen, okay, I would recommend not doing that, but it can be incredibly painful. But you're being provided with an opportunity to heal first. So I don't see it just making its way in out of nowhere right now. Depends on how you define soon. But I do see that here within the next probably 6 to 8 weeks, you're going to really start understanding how it feels to appreciate being by yourself. And if you maintain that, you will bump into your person. You have to maintain that though. Okay? So, if that helps you. I don't see anything just like zooming your way. But from what the cards are telling me, it's doing you a favor. You'd be dodging a bullet because right now you're not vibrating at a frequency that would allow anything in that's successful. So focus on your own self-love, okay?
Next person wants to be anonymous.
Okay.
They said anonymous 77. Question, what is currently going on with my person? His feelings towards me. Why is he ignoring any advice? Thank you for what you do. You are amazing. Thanks, R and L.
All right. R and L, huh? Okay.
I think it's funny how, like, it's like your initials.
It's my initials, yeah. Let's get 6 shuffles here. 1, 2.
You know what else we were talking about was funny is that your name has 4 letters in it. My name has 4 letters in it. Or no. Your first name has the same amount of letters as my last name, and my first name is the same amount of letters as your last name.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
Yeah. Mirror image, man.
And then both of our middle names start with an A.
Yeah. Woo! 5 of Wands. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. This individual right here, y'all fight too much, don't you? I think this person's not talking to you because he's tired of like little bickering. Like, I don't know what kind of disagreements that you have, but this person, I think they just feel like the bickering and the disagreements are entirely too frequent and it drains it. It's very, very draining. So, yeah. The Wheel of Fortune is in the upright. I think this person here is probably looking for opportunities elsewhere, or at least opened up to them. But yeah, is definitely trying to get over heartbreak because, like I said, with the 5 of Wands being the overall energy, High Priestess and the 9 of Swords reversed, it causes them too much anxiety and too much nervousness and too much tension. This person feels like, now is that true? I don't know. Disclaimer here, whenever you ask me to read somebody else's feelings, I read it from their perspective. Okay, the information that comes through may or may not be factual. It's their perspective. Okay. So just to put that on the table there, let's see here.
So this isn't an e-check. It just says it's pending. It's weird. The nursing. It's not for today. I'm just talking out loud.
Yeah, King of Swords just jumped out. I don't really think this person has any emotions, really. They're very cold and, being very, very matter of fact about the two of you and your connection. Let's get 3 more shuffles. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 6 of Cups. I think this person does miss Queen of Pentacles reversed. Yeah. This person does miss back in the day when it was good between the two of you all. The Page of Cups is reversed overall here. Okay, I feel like this person doesn't, with the Moon card right there, they probably don't really want to tell you this, but they're just, again, I think they feel like the disagreements are just too frequent and draining. Okay, they don't feel like fighting the fight anymore. And yeah, it's just draining. So I feel like they're probably thinking about other options elsewhere. Okay, is what I'm seeing here. I don't see they're interested in offering up love to you with the Page of Cups reversed overall. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting. So, oh, here's another one, baby. Boom, boom, boom. All right, well. Next one.
Next one?
Yeah, next one.
Okay, next one is for Joe. It says, I'm Joe. I would like you to read my energy. I don't have a question, just whatever comes out in the cards. Thanks.
Read your energy. You mean give you a vibe check, see where you're vibrating in the current moment? Okay. All right, so I'll give you 1 vibe check and then 1 advice spread. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. Oh, 5 shuffles. 1, 2. 3. 2 more. Are you having a hard time finding a job? Possibly something is halting your progress right now with the Ace of Pentacles reversed. 10 of Swords reversed, 9 of Swords reversed, 9 of Cups reversed next to the 3 of Swords. Okay. So as far as the emotions go, you are dealing with the most common energy here, basically in the tarot community. I feel like you are still heartbroken over somebody that you thought there was somebody in the past that really made you fulfilled or something like that. And it turned out that wasn't the case. It was emotional codependence, and I don't know if it was a third-party situation, but I still kind of feel like you are dealing with the heartbreak, whether consciously or unconsciously. Hopefully it's consciously. I know that it hurts worse when it's consciously, but when it's unconsciously, that's when it's turning into a demon, a thought form, a negative thought form, okay? That's how demons are born. We are the one that gives birth to demons. We do it individually by allowing negativity to sink to the pit of our subconscious mind and take a life of its own and leave our conscious awareness. That's how demons are born, okay? Now, this is really draining you. Whether you're aware of this or not, there's still some unfinished business. That's what's putting a halt to things. I do see money is looking good in the future. But that still doesn't, even whether or not money looks good for you now or whether or not that's later on down the line, it's still, you still feel unfulfilled, okay? Because you're having a difficult time figuring out how to be fulfilled within yourself, is what I'm seeing here. Okay, doing the best you can to think logically and practically about everything and ignore the heartbreak. I'm gonna tell you what, it's not a stupid thing to do, it's just dangerous. If that makes any sense. I know that a lot of times doing dangerous things is stupid, but it's not dumb because it can come in handy sometimes. What's up?
Nothing. That candle. Pew.
Oh my God, you're crazy. Whatever, dude. That candle is awesome. I love it. It just adds to the homey look in here.
He's obsessed with like the wood, smells, bricks, sand. I don't know, like all the smells that are like, I don't know how to, like rustic.
No, it's an outdoorsy smell. I got a candle.
It's like a pine tree.
It smells like pine trees, dude. It's fucking awesome. I love it. It's like,
I like the fruity. So if you go in the living room, it smells like Fruit Loops.
It smells like a fucking bowl of fruit. Let's get 6 shuffles. 1, 2. This is your advice. 3.
What ifs?
3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Got the King of Swords again. King of Swords reversed. I knew it. Now, that's interesting the way that came out because this is a piece of advice. Now, the King of Swords in the last spread, was very indicative that was I'm trying to logically process through this broken energy of mine so that I don't have to face the demons. And it looks like you're going to have to cut that out and quit doing that. I don't know if you are an air or an earth sign or a sign that prefers logical thinking, but it doesn't really matter. Honestly, I think you are leaning too far onto the rational side of things, okay? And typically, I get it. That's what we men were programmed to do, okay? And I'm not saying that we're wrong, because if you think about it, men and women are programmed and indoctrinated to behave on 2 opposite ends of the spectrum. Men are trained to believe emotions are stupid, emotions are bad, think logically and reasonably and all this, and on this side of the spectrum. Women, quite the opposite, are trained to believe that emotions are the only thing that matters and that emotional vomiting all the time is just normal, or you don't turn a blind eye to it, and that's just normal life. Well, you get these 2 opposites come together and they start pointing fingers at each other. That's not what I'm talking about. We need to meet in the middle, okay? We need to find a balance between logic and emotion, okay? So I think you're a little bit imbalanced, a little bit onto the logical side, and it's causing you a lot of anxiety, because logic can only get you so far. You're going to have to throw a lot of that logic away, okay? The logic, all that's doing is spinning the anxiety wheel, okay? And after a certain point, that's the only thing that logic just can only get you so far. And once it hits that wall, that anxiety wheel starts spinning, okay? You need to release and let go and stop trying to figure shit out. Stop trying to think things out logically. Just relax and let things be, because there's no possible way, even if, there's just no possible way for the human brain to comprehend all the things that you're trying to comprehend. No human brain on this planet. Even if you had an IQ of 200, that's still... all the things that you want answers to is not enough brain capacity to logically process all of that, okay? You can't even begin to process all of the information that's in the town that you live in at the same time, let alone all the questions that you have. So just relax, chill. Let your heart lead the way for a little bit, okay? It'll be relaxing. You'll find it very relaxing.
Is Jeffrey, and it says any location changes coming up.
Any location changes? Ten of Swords reverse. Let's get 5 shuffles here. 1, 2.
This is gross, but
You don't like the mangoes? Oh.
gross. I don't recommend. Mango White Claws belong in the trash.
Try one of my beers. I've never even had those before. Right now, Knight of Swords is reversed. So is the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like if there's any opportunities that do come up, you're going to feel like you can't afford it, maybe. Like the only opportunities that you can find are things that you feel like are too expensive for you, or you just don't quite have the money to change locations the way... I don't know, right now I don't see any movement with, excuse me, the only movement cards, the Knights are popping out in the reverse, Knight of Swords and Knight of Wands. Okay, the King of Pentacles is in the reverse too. The overall spread, I'm feeling like that it's a little unorganized. You're a little unorganized here for whatever reason. I don't know if you're looking in the wrong place or or if your budget is unorganized or something. No shade thrown. Fuck, I'm horrible at organization. But that's what the King of Pentacles in the reverse is. It's typically an unorganized person when it comes to finances and things like that. And that's in the overall energy. And the cards of movement are in the reverse. Bam, the Sun card. Okay. 5 shuffles. 2. Six of Swords, okay. That's a card of transitioning on. Knight of Pentacles in the upright. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, though. There's that King of Pentacles in the reverse again. There's something very unorganized about your system here. I kind of feel like if you want to change locations, you're kind of going to, with this Knight of Pentacles, you're going to have to be very, very calculated. Very, very calculated. And really, really think about things right here, okay, with the 4 of Swords there, because the King of Pentacles is in the reverse. Again, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is that's out of whack here. Again, I don't know if you just don't have a very good budget going on. I don't know if you're just looking in the wrong place or maybe dealing with the wrong people. Something is unorganized here as far as trying to change locations. I see a transition coming, but it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. I would... recommend that if you know what I'm talking about, whatever it is that's slowing you down, whether it's your finances or whatever it is, get that in order first, because it looks like any transition that happens, if you do go ahead and attempt to transition, it's not going to be a fun process. It's going to be a beehotch with the 6 of Swords energy there, okay? So a beehotch.
Like a beehive. A beehotch.
Yeah.
Next is Allison. Oh wait, what number is that? Next is Allison, and it says, what's going on with my current relationship?
What's going on with it?
What's going on, man?
Well, obviously something's going on with it, or else we wouldn't be here now, would we? Now, hopefully, nothing much. Hopefully, let's see what's going on. Bam! King of Cups. I think somebody here has a lot of emotion here. I think... I don't know how I feel about that yet. Let's get 4 shuffles. 1, 2. Page of Cups. Are you talking to somebody else by chance? Or somebody else interested? Is there a third party happening here? Yeah. I see something wanting to come to an end and new things wanting to come in. Page of Cups, King of Cups, the World card, 10 of Cups reversed. It looks to me like whatever relationship you're currently in right now is going to be over within the next 3 to 4 months. And I see something else wanting to make its way in right here. Okay? That's what I see happening here. Why?
She said, no, he may be.
He may be what?
He may be the one messing around.
Oh.
Because she's not.
Well, let me pull another spread here. Let me pull another spread. There was only one 3 card. That's typically not the third party card, but it's just the order in which those cards came out. The order in which they came out. King of Cups and then Page of Cups right next to it, indicating a new love offer of some sort. And then the 10 of Cups reversed next to the World card was a relationship being over and beginning a new cycle. So maybe somebody new coming in for you. You never know. Maybe. Bam. What was that? 2 of Swords in the reverse. This final decision is going to be made here. 4 shuffles. 1, 2. 3 and 4. Three of wands there. overall. Okay, there's a big loss of passion, loss of interest from one of you, and for the other of you, I see there's still feelings. Somebody's losing interest and somebody still has feelings here. Again, I see something new coming in. Old things coming out, new things coming in is what I'm seeing here. Knight of Cups reverse, Page of Cups upright. Page of Swords upright. King of Swords in the reverse. I'm not really getting third party. Three of Wands, there could be third party. I don't really know. What I'm really getting here is that regardless, I definitely see this coming to an end. And anytime in the next 3 to 4 months, you could push it out and say 6 months. I'm real loose about time frames, but yeah, I don't really see this lasting 6 months. Like in 6 months, I don't think it'll be. I think I see new things coming in. I don't know if that's with you or with him, but I definitely see new things coming in. Whatever, take that however resonates. But old things, something's coming to an end here. Knight of Cups reverse, Page of Cups, Page of Swords, new things coming in. Communicating with a new person or new things coming in within the next 6 months is what I'm seeing here. So this could be a third party. This is the second time the Three of Wands has popped up. That's usually not, like if there is a third party, the number one is the Three of Swords. Number two would be Three of Cups. But really any of the threes. But yeah, so.
Next is for Michelle. So she asked a couple questions here. Maybe we can kind of like just combine them all.
Okay.
Or if not, then she really wants to know what's coming up for her regarding her love life. But the whole thing is, what is going on with my ex-husband? He's acting different. Why is he not going through with the divorce? And then what is coming up for me in regards to my love life? So I don't know, maybe if you can kind of like, whatever comes up, I guess.
Yeah, whatever comes up. Let's see. Seven of Cups in the reverse.
Oh, also, this is the last one. I know I commented that, but yeah. Unless you guys hurry up and get your questions in.
I was just
the last one.
thinking. I was just wondering.
Really? That's a first? I'm kidding.
I was just wondering whether or not
Kidding.
we were going to cap this off. I was just in the process of thinking that when you said it every time. Well, your ex-husband still got feels for you.
Ow.
Okay, with the King of Cups and the overall spread there. I don't see anything new making its way in necessarily. I like if you just sit there and don't do anything, like don't go out and make any connections. I don't see anything new coming and knocking at your door, to put it that way, or just showing up, you know. And that could be a good thing. Like I tell most people, I'm not seeing Nine of Cups reversed energy here, but like I tell most people, your number one priority is your self-love, okay? If you decide to go out and embark on a new relationship, which I see Seven of Cups is reversed, I don't really see that happening. I don't really see lots of other love options coming and mowing you down. But if you do not do it with the intentions of healing your loneliness with another person, okay? If you say, I don't want to be alone, you are telling the universe, you are declaring to the universe that you are not an enjoyable person to be around, okay? And the only thing the universe knows how to do is agree with you and play your game along with you. So if you say I'm lonely, that's saying, universe, I'm not an enjoyable person to be around. I don't want to be around you. The universe is going to send you people that complement that. It's going to complement that in one way or another. Either there's going to be people come in your life that make you feel lonely, or nobody's going to want to come in your life. I mean, you are declaring I'm not an enjoyable person to be around. The universe has no choice but to mirror that back to you. Let's get 3 shuffles here. There's 1, 2, and 3. Queen of Cups. Okay. I see opportunities. Yeah, Ace of Cups is in the reverse though. Yeah, your husband's still heartbroken, by the way. I don't know if you were ever aware that this person wasn't over you. There's another one, baby. Came in.
Okay.
So we doing that one too, or you want to cap it off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or it's up to you how you feel.
Yeah, I'm good to do one more. But I don't, with the Ace of Cups in the reverse, I don't see anything new making its way to you, okay? I think you're doing very good functioning by yourself. A lot of people get 9 of Pentacles and 9 of Cups confused. Just because you are able to function efficiently by yourself does not mean that you are emotionally independent, okay? Because the most lonely people on the planet, the most empty, sad, lonely, lost people on the planet are very, very good at being alone and supporting themselves, okay? It's very important that you learn to feel like you are fulfilled within yourself. That's very, very important, okay? But yeah, as far as your ex-husband still got some feels. Still got some feelers. Queen of Cups, King of Cups, all right? But I don't see, as far as your love life, I don't see anything making its way to you unless you go out and find it yourself. And if you do that, make sure you are doing it, taking it with a grain of salt, basically, okay? Any connection that you run across. It's important.
So this is going to be the last one.
All right, this is going to be the last one. No more after this.
Up to you.
No, I'm good. No more. How long have we been doing this? 48, 46 minutes. Okay. Yeah. Just a little shy under an hour. I like to cap it off right at close to an hour. So, no more. This is the last one. What we got?
Turkey durkey.
Turkey.
Let me make sure they don't want to be anonymous.
Okay.
Okay, it says, from Lily. It says, hi Rich, I'm an Aquarius, went through a spiritual awakening last year. I let go a lot of friendships that wasn't serving me. A friend that's a Leo, friend for 10 years, wasn't able to be direct. During last year, I met a girl that's her friend, and she's a Saggy Capri.
Capricorn.
Yeah, I let them both go because it was too much drama. She keeps coming back when I'm over the situation. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to learn something from this. What is the Saggie's intentions? Please let me know. Advice on this situation. Also, any advice on my spiritual growth. Thank you.
What is the Sagittarius intentions? Okay. Spiritual growth. Well, the biggest advice that I can give you is that it is a process. Don't ever get comfortable. The minute you get comfortable, that's the minute that the growth stops, okay? But anyway, there's nothing wrong with taking little breaks from time to time and enjoying a comfortable little plateau for a minute, but don't stay comfortable for too long. But that's not to say you're going to be 100% uncomfortable the whole time. It's just that growth happens outside of your comfort zone. You'll get accustomed to being outside of your comfort zone after a while, and it won't be that big of a deal. But it's very important to pay attention to some of the verbiage that you use. I think using that phrase, things that don't serve me, is a little bit risky. It's a little bit risky because, I mean, personally for me, yeah, I get what that means, but some people can take that the wrong way. Like, oh, well, you're not doing anything good for me, so, you know, just in case, I'm not saying that's what you're saying, but some people, that's what they take it as. And that's not really what it means. When you say something that's not serving me, like you said, it's just too much drama. The only thing it is serving me is bullshit, you know? So basically what we're looking at here is, what am I attracting? What am I attracting? If I have drama in my life, I attracted it somehow. How did I do that? How did I do that? Let's get 6 shuffles. There's 1, 2, 3. Ooh.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I refreshed it, because I was like, oh, I thought that was from earlier. And then when I looked at it, I'm like, oh, no, that's now. Okay.
Oh, yeah. What are the Saggie's intentions? I think the Saggie wants to, has good intentions, but doesn't know how to actually come at you with good intentions. Okay? Like, and a lot of spiritually asleep people do this. Okay? Now, you have to realize you started a spiritual journey and walked away from this person. You are raising vibration, which requires a separation from people who are in the old vibration. So if you have something from the old vibration coming and trying to pull you back down into it, it doesn't really matter what their intentions are. Okay, it doesn't matter what it is. Let me tell you what this person is vibrating like. Okay, it's not healthy. It's not healthy. Okay, and that's part of it. That will happen. That will happen on your journey. Okay, unless you have somebody which you will attract at one point. You will eventually, as long as you keep the journey up, you will eventually attract a person who will change vibration with you. It's not common though, so don't look forward to it. Okay, don't get heartbroken when you make connections and then separate. Then make connections and separate. That's part of the process. Most people don't care to go through the journey because it's uncomfortable, like I said. But yeah, I think that this person that has good intentions. They're not intentionally coming at you bad. They're just at a very, very unhealthy vibrational state. They're very, very addicted to, like you said, the drama, very addicted to real low vibrational, low frequency horse shit, like most people are. And they don't realize it. This person does not realize how low they are vibrating, like most people don't. Because most people are too lazy and too ashamed to do the personal inventory that it takes to undo the old negative vibrations. Okay? So, again, you took off onto a spiritual journey and left behind things on the old low vibration. And if the old low vibration is coming back, you might want to go inside and check yourself. Let's get 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Boom, Ace of Swords reversed. Yeah, don't do it. 6 of Swords reversed. So you're coming to your senses. There's that Devil card again. 3 of Swords reversed again. These same 2 cards came out back to back in the last spread, different deck. Okay, again, this person definitely has their version of the best intentions, but again, this is a very, very, very low frequency individual that you're dealing with. Okay, very low frequency. Don't forget, this happens on the path. And it coming back is part of it. Universe is giving you a test. That's one way to perceive it. Okay, I'm testing you to see, are you really on this path? Are you serious about your spiritual journey? Okay, let me send you something from the past to tempt you. Very, very easy. You got to keep on going. Keep going, okay? Like I said, I think this person had their version of the best intentions, but they're still a very low frequency person. That if you want to keep raising vibration, don't fuck with it. Don't worry about it, okay? Alrighty. We done, dog. We done. Any payments that come in from this point forward, we will read, what's today, Sunday?
Wednesday, April 1st.
Wednesday the 1st? On April Fool's Day. April Fool's Day mini readings. Anyway, though, greatly appreciate everybody that tuned in and played along. We're going to go ahead and get out of here and put the kiddos to bed and lay down and watch something silly on Netflix and, call it a night. We'll see y'all sometime between now and the rest of all eternity, okay? Have a good one.